Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the new for 2023 Home Depot THD-3000. Alright, so here he is, THD-3000, or also known as Cold Hate. This thing is my favorite of the lineup, and I will say this may be my favorite life size of all time for retail. This thing is so unique, so cool, very intimidating, and obviously that movement is so advanced, Disney-like animation with this guy's face. So cool. So obviously Home Depot has been doing amazing this year. They have a few props like this, Yoda being another one, Lily Witch being another one. Just so much animation going on, definitely makes them more realistic and way cooler. But this guy definitely stands out. Like I said, super intimidating prop, and overall the detail and look is amazing, and then the concept is not something we see much. Robots are definitely not something we see enough in Halloween. I think we should definitely see more because this guy's really cool. But yeah, not seeing this guy in person, not even opened the box here, so let's get to the unboxing. Here we go. All right, let's open this thing up. So I'm very interested to see sizing because this guy's proportions are so good that in videos he looks 6 foot, but he is 7. So yeah, he's big. You can already see the head right there. Definitely big. We have some cardboard blocking. We have paper printed instructions right there. First thing we're going to take out actually is the base, which is kind of backwards. Usually that's on the bottom. Pretty standard size base. Basically what I would expect there. His legs are straight down. They don't have bends. Here is the blade piece, and this thing does light up. So that's why there is a wire going out the back. It looks amazing. This thing is awesome. Huge. Really cool. Nicely detailed as well. We have a hand right here. His hands are great, especially in the dark. These look really realistic. And this is actually connected to a few other things here, but we're going to take these out so we can see them individually. So hand right there, he's got some splatter. He's got all the bloody details around the actual metal bits of the robot parts inside of him showing out. But overall, that hand looks amazing. The sculpt is great. The paint looks really realistic. Love that. And I love that it doesn't have super obvious fingernails. Those look really good as well. A lot of props have very vibrant nails. Foam right there, likely for a leg. We have the hip piece with an amazing amount of wires, which makes sense. This is some of the most animation we've ever seen in retail. We have a latex piece, which I wouldn't expect. This is likely for the neck, which is what they did for Dean. This just sits on there and can fold if the head gets in the way. So pretty cool. It also has a foam piece inside. Dean's did not have that. So that is kind of nice. Kind of like a foam-filled latex there. Then we have the body piece right there. It's kind of like his spinal cord, but robot. We have the head, which is incredible. And I'm glad to see none of them have deformation, at least yet. Now these are vinyl, and it's just the half part that is vinyl. The rest is plastic, so I don't think they're going to deform easily, but still nice to see that they are not. Wow, so it feels different too. That vinyl definitely feels weird, but definitely feels like it can stretch. Very similar to the old Gemmy Witches, actually. That's kind of what it feels like, which makes sense. These eyelids actually blink, and that actually stretches it. It's not just a plastic piece behind it. And the mouth moves really well, actually. The mouth movement on him looks great. And then, of course, he is servo. So there is his servo pole right there that we're going to attach. But that is awesome. He looks really cool. We have clothing here. I actually really like how they did the clothing on kind of half of him instead of all of it. Definitely looks really cool. We have some cardboard covering. Well, this piece looks amazing right here. So I'm going to bring this out. This is the chest piece, which has got to be one of the coolest, if not the coolest, I have, for sure. And actually, he has 2 different motors controlling the arms, which is kind of strange. Not what I would expect. I thought they might do that with one, but it is 2 different motors. But there it is. That is incredible. Looks so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So much detail up there too, when a lot of people won't even see that. So it's nice that they do stuff like that. Just the added extra detail. We have his other arm right here. This is the arm that goes to that blade we took out earlier. This is the shoulder that is exposed with skin, but then the rest of it is just this amazing looking robotic metal piece. This is all plastic, but definitely looks metal, even in person. We have 2 legs. We have some more cardboard. We have a leg foam, and then here we have the boot, which is around his human foot, and then we have the robot foot, fully sculpted metal. Looks awesome. That looks great. Definitely Terminator-like. Looks really, really cool. Some poles right there, leg poles for him, and then our final part down here, adapter box. So that is all the parts out of the box. Let's get to the setup. Here we go. All right, let's begin our setup here. So first of all, let's attach some poles. We have 4 different B poles, so it does not matter where they go. They're just all for the legs. And then we have our foot. So we have the boot foot, and that actually has a little piece right here, so that locks in place. So if it gets kicked or wind or anything like that, we'll not get it out of place too much to the point where it looks weird. And then we have his robot foot, and this is going to slide down same way, and we're just going to position this so it goes around that. There we go. And then we have 2 more B poles here. So these are just going to click in, and then we have some foam to do. So obviously this side is shorter, so we're going to get our shorter leg foam right here and just slide that down like that. And then we have our longer one right here. That is going to slide down, and there we go. Now before we attach the hips, let's get these pants on. So I've not really looked at the clothing. These are the pants right here. They have an elastic band at the top to keep them on. They look really good. All right, so we're going to slide this leg over here, making sure the longer side is on this side because there's more to cover, and then the shorter side is over on this side. And once these are slid down, then we just want to make sure the metal at the top is exposed like that, so we can then attach our hips. Now with the hips, make sure this is bent forward. He's hunched over forward. You can also tell by knowing the snap locks are in the back here. And then once this is snapped in, we can then bring that elastic band of the pants up and around so that these stay in place like that. All right, we're looking good. So I'm going to move the camera up and we'll get started with the torso. All right, so we're moved up now. So now we can attach the spinal cord type piece down there. And then what we want to do is actually take these wires and thread them through this hole in the side of the pants here. So you can see there's this hole, and this hole is going to be covered by the cape type piece that goes over this. So you don't have to worry about this being visible. But these are just going to slide out like this so that we can easily access them later. All right, so now we're going to take this shirt type piece and drape this over the whole thing here. So this is going to slide down, and then we want to make sure that the arm is on this side. His other arm is all robotic, so not very covered. And we can adjust all this as needed, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good right there. That's how it will be about. We then have this huge chest piece to attach. This is just a snap lock at the top. As you can see, there's a ton of these real wires and fake wires going down that we're also going to do stuff with. But right now, we can just snap lock this in place. And then this clothing is going to be brought over it. And then we can attach the arm as well. But for now, we're just going to attach the Velcro. So bottom Velcro, middle one right there, and then top one right here. There we go. Looking pretty good. Now we can go ahead and attach this arm over here. This is a more human arm. And this one is going to slide into the sleeve like this. And then we'll attach it from either the inside or the back. I think there is a hole. Yeah, there's a good enough hole in the back that we can attach this. So we're just going to slide this up. This arm does move as well. Both arms move. It's just going to sit in the prong like that. And we can adjust the clothing as needed, which I can also do off camera just to make sure it all looks perfect. But there's also a little Velcro that we want to do right there to complete that step. All right, looking really good. Now let's go to the other side, which is this arm. And this one is much more detailed up by the shoulder because this is all exposed. So this is going to slide in with the prongs. This one moves as well. And like I said, it is on a separate motor. And that is just so they can move at different times. I'm kind of surprised they did that though. But its cost isn't high at all. So still definitely worth doing. But yeah, that looks really good now. And then we can actually attach our blade piece over here, which we want to wire up first. So this is kind of similar to the 12-footer connections. This is just plastic connections that kind of twist into place. So do that wire first, slide that through, and then figure out where those connection pieces are. And then we'll twist it to lock, like that. There we go. All right, that is in and looking amazing. I will remove stickers because those are really obvious right now. So let's get the head on. We have this little piece that I was talking about earlier that's just going to slide in there. And then we have the actual head, which is a servo connection, which means we are going to have to loosen and tighten this screw to fully lock it in place. All right, that is now tightened in, and he is looking amazing. So our final step here is just attaching the cape. So that is just going to slide over, and then we can just position this, and there are a few Velcros we want to attach. This is just going to Velcro there, and that kind of covers that arm joint so you don't see anything moving there. And then we just have to pose all of this. So we are going to just bring it out to the hand a bit, kind of like what they do on the box. But right there, that looks pretty good already. There's also a few posing things we have to do. Like up here, all of these wires have to go down into the body. And there's little holes kind of designated for each wire. Each one is a specific size hole, so you want to find the one that corresponds to the wire. There we go, looking pretty good now. And then we can also pose these ones down here. So this main one just has a pole here that you want to just put it in like that. And there we go. That completes our setup other than the wiring. So I'm going to do the wiring quick off camera. That's just matching color to color. And then his setup is complete. He looks amazing. So let's go to the demo. Here we go. All right, he's all wired up and ready. Let's plug him in.
Don't bother running, human. My tracking sensors still function, and your destruction is imminent. My internal calculations have determined that your chances of escape are less than 1%. Goodbye. I have been sent to exterminate you weak humans. Nothing will get between me and my objective. For that is my programming. It is pointless to resist. We are superior. Halt. You are an unknown intruder in this sector. Scanning for identification. Searching. Searching complete. You are approved for extermination. Stand by. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a nice day. We may look similar, but our intellects are incomparable, foolish human. Ha, ha, you cannot hide from us. Scanning for life form. Target identified. Your resistance will only extend your suffering. Upgrade and join us. I will eat you like me. Millions of years of evolution to arrive at this point in humanity. The next logical step is for you to be upgraded, reconstructed, improved. This world does not belong to you. It belongs to us. Do you not realize? You will take the next step and assimilate now, or be deleted.
Alright, so there he was, THD-3000 / Cold Hate. So this thing is definitely my favorite of all time, retail, life size. This thing is intimidating, it's extremely intimidating. Its height definitely helps with that, but the voice and phrases are amazing and also very much help with that. The motion is so lifelike. Like I said in the beginning, this feels like something Disney would have. Definitely Disney quality animation here. The face movement is so realistic. The mouth movement looks better than I even imagined. I knew it was good, but I did not know it was that good. Definitely looks very real. And the eye and blinking is so cool as well. Definitely adds to the look. Also very glad they did not make his realistic eye glow. Only that laser eye definitely helps a lot. All of the moving eye props don't have glowing eyes, which helps so much with the realism. Overall, his body looks amazing as well. I love how it's half and half. I think the arms both work perfect. I love the realistic arm, but also this huge blade that all glows is so cool as well. And then the legs too. The legs look really cool. One thing I noticed with this one is it isn't tilting as much that way as it is this way, and it kind of locks in place this way for most of the phrase. Now, it's not really a bad thing. I do believe there is something messed up in there, and it could be a simple fix, could not be really fixable, or there could be nothing at all, and it could just look different in person. But I believe there is something wrong there, but I don't think it hurts it. I think that definitely looks creepier, the way it's tilting its head most of the time at you, and I'd kind of rather it do that than just be straight up. Overall, 280, I would 100% recommend this thing. If you can fit this in the display, this will definitely be a centerpiece and will very much stand out from the rest of your animatronics. Alright, but yeah, there he was, Cold Hate / THD-3000. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.